Welcome to the Super Facts Show on the Super Facts Network. Featuring St. Laz, who also hosts the popular web series Gem Pop and music journalist Mark Walter Ward. They have discussions about hip hop, culture, society, philosophy, and everything else. Now available on YouTube and wherever else you get your podcasts. What up, world? It's your boy Mark Walter Ward, Super Facts Show, Super Facts Network. Today we got with us, man, I don't know how man, there's no way to even label this man. T-Dawg Da Don, just hustler extraordinaire. Bro, I mean, we're gonna talk about so much shit. I don't even know how to run down the resume. I ain't sway. What's good with you?
Man, I can't complain. Just, another year, another day, another dollar.
All right, so I heard that. Let's start off with this. I don't know if you consider yourself primarily a musician, but you are certainly outstanding. I don't know what your latest single, because Spotify be reordering shit sometimes. And but that song Desperado is vicious. I fucks with that shit hard body.
Yeah, that's the latest motherfucker. That's their latest motherfucker too.
Who produced that?
It's the kid from Charleston, South Carolina, named Bobby Spivey. Everybody go fuck with him too. Bobby Spivey from Charleston, South Carolina.
Yeah, y'all should. But just out of curiosity, like the setup, and this some music nerd shit, but the setup of that song wasn't quite your typical rap song. Who was responsible for the arrangement? I found that shit to be creative.
Me. From the, I do everything. You know what I'm saying? From the concept of the idea of the song to recording it to picking the beat that need to go with the idea. You know what I mean?
Shit. Well, salute to you. That was very well done, brother. So I mean, we can get into questions, or we can talk about some of your ventures. What you got a preference?
Nah, bro, whatever. I'm gonna go with the flow. Whatever worked for you, whatever smooth for you, you did.
All right, that's a bet. We was talking a little bit earlier, but you don't know me too well. I grew up in a exclusively Black community right outside of DC. I ain't been around much white people till I went to Job Corps in West Virginia. Or then when I went to a Black college, I was around some white people. And now I live outside Tampa with my wife's in-laws. And it's a lot of white people out here. But I mean, I don't know if you can see it over me, but there's a picture of Fred Hampton on my wall, and that was way before Judas and the Black Messiah. But point being, I've always been
you down for it. You with
like I don't like the term woke no more, because like woke used to mean that you were aware of like the injustices that society is perpetuating against poor people, minorities, particularly Black people. Now it seems like it's like you want to control how people talk or some shit. But anyway,
woke is something everybody right now. Everybody just want to say they woke. It's like a fucking trend right now, because you can say you woke, but there's no if you're not putting no action behind that, because you can know that's just like knowing what's going on. You can see a nigga getting robbed and know he getting robbed. You know what I'm saying? And that's your man, your homeboy, and you ain't do nothing to stop it. Right? You there, you could have stopped it. You could have, but you ain't do nothing. That's how they, portraying woke to be right now. As it's like a trend right now. A lot of people want to be woke. You understand what I'm saying? But they're not actually doing nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me digress a little bit from the question I was about to ask you. Speaking of such, you said people do it because it's cool, right?
Right.
You know what happened about 8 years ago this week?
What happened, bro?
Trayvon Martin and George Zimmerman.
Okay, yeah. Trayvon Martin. Yeah.
And I ain't seen jack shit on social media about that today. That's
crazy. But you gotta also think about it though. It's so much, we've been traumatized by so much other shit that's fresher.
I'm not criticizing y'all when you say we, if you mean Black people. I'm talking about all the.
I'm just saying, like, in general. I'm just saying, like, people in general. We had. Look at last year. We had the president. We had so much. You know what I'm saying? I can see, because I kind of, when you asked me just now, I kind of like, damn.
I mean, you want personal and you real busy, which we'll get into it. I could dig what you're saying. I definitely see your point. But my point is like that shit was hella fucking fashionable. Remember, everybody had the little Facebook jump with the hoodie, with Trayvon in the hoodie, the little cartoon. And where'd all that go today? Not one person remembered.
Should be a trend. That go, you right though. That go back to what I'm saying. Like motherfuckers, people be, it's for the moment. Sometimes shit is just for the moment, and everybody just want to jump on that train right then, like what's going on, and not really meaning it or being meaningful about it all. You know.
Word, so, like them companies. Like I don't believe them companies about that shit. Like you care about Black Lives Matter, but you underpaying your Black employees.
Right, it's a business.
No bullshit. But the whole reason I even got started on that shit, and we went on a tangent because shit, bro, you're interesting. You know, are you from Birmingham?
Yeah, I'm. I was born in Sumter, South Carolina, and I was raised in Birmingham, Alabama.
So you know, like that's obviously been a civil rights hotbed, I guess, as you would for decades upon decades.
I actually made a joke the other day. I was like, a lot of these other states, they need to, you know what I'm saying, salute us for starting that civil rights movement down this month.
Agreed. Shit, definitely. Hell yes. The sit-ins, all that good shit. But my question is how much has it changed and how much has it stayed the same?
I mean, a lot of shit to change and a lot of shit is still the same. You know, you still got white supremacy. You still got racist people. They just hide it now. And they hide behind different things like badges or different, you know, different power structures. So it's, you know, it's gotten better, but shit still didn't change. You know what I'm saying? It just kind of, and it has changed how they hide it. Because, you know, it used to be to a point where if a white person didn't like me for real, you know, he could really come to my house and drag me out, you know, do all type crazy shit and won't nothing happen to him.
Hey, hold on real quick, though. Just historically, that didn't always work out well for them white guys. Some of them white guys got their shit handed to them, but go ahead.
Yeah, of course. But no, but you know, for the most part, it used to be rugged. You know what I'm saying? For, you know, for us, you know what I'm saying? As far as our children, like right now, I might not have to worry about my son going to the store and getting hung on his way back home.
Right.
Cause some white lady said he winked at her or something.
Word.
You understand what I'm saying? So now, you know, things like that has changed, but
yeah, back in the day, the white lady had called the police. Now she's swiping right.
You know, I like that. Yo, how do I like that? Now she's swiping right.
Hey, they ain't all Karens. There's Karens and there's Sharons. Because some of them Sharon.
But it's like that. It's you know, and it's like that though. Everybody ain't like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, of course not.
Of course not. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not like that. You got people who have their preference, and you have people who have been taught. Some people can't help what they've been taught too. Some people have been taught their whole life to be a certain way. So
well, I mean, as a white man, I can truly relate to that because I spend most of my time in Black communities, right? And until they get to know me, they don't know shit about me. Am I undercover? Am I causing some problem? You know what I mean? And that's not because they're ignorant or racist. It's because every white person they ever saw come to their community was on some bullshit.
There you go, bro. There you go. You just said some shit then. It ain't even about the racism. It's about how many times we've been tricked. You know what I'm saying? How many times we've been finessed. How many times we didn't, you know, have, you know, our ancestors, our people that had to go through some shit. You know what I'm saying? So of course, it's just a natural guard that motherfucker built. That's the same shit with the vaccine. Why a lot of niggas don't want to go get the vaccine? You know what I'm saying? Because we've been tricked before in Tuskegee. You know what I'm saying? We you know what I'm saying? And once, and it's like, what's the saying? Fool me once, shame on
you. You fool me twice, shame on me.
Right? But you can't, why we gonna let that happen the third time? So man, it's like,
okay.
Just simply put, that's why a lot of people just afraid to go get the black people in general afraid to go get the vaccine. You know what I'm saying? Because of that same type mind frame of what you stated.
Bro, if I was black, I'd be scared of the medical institution like a motherfucker. Anyone who watches this, look up morphine prescription for black soldiers in Vietnam. You went in that bitch with a hangnail, and they gave you like 2 weeks worth of morphine.
Facts, bro.
Now, I'm getting better at this media shit because I ain't used to like constructing conversations and shit. Usually I just let them go the way they go, but we're gonna segue right into this. You know, the one thing that white people should the one thing that black people need from white people, you know, how white people always try to tell black people what they should do. The one thing that they need is for white people to not ever fucking tell them what they need to do. Black people can figure that shit out for themselves.
You got there right. Like, don't, how could you have the fucking audacity to even after, you know, all these, you know, years of what we have to go through, and some of the shit, as I said, that haven't changed, that we still have to go through, the white supremacy we still have to go through today. You know what I'm saying? That segues into so many ways that we still have to go through, but it's hidden behind power structure. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah.
But as a white man who's lived in many, many, many black communities, Miami, Harlem, DC area, I could go on, but Richmond, Baltimore, you know, one thing I have noted. What happened?
No, I said you've been around.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I like to travel. Shit gets boring in one spot. I'm sure you know that. But the one thing I have noticed is something that does work for black people is financial empowerment. You know, money in the community. Everybody's becoming aware of the Tulsa massacre now. And again, not to toot my own horn, I've been new about that shit, but that's just because I like to read. And then when I went to prison,
it was certain people that didn't even know about that though, and that was crazy.
Word.
But also,
and then the game had a junk called Black Wall Street and talked about it when he first came out, and people didn't peep that shit.
Which my partner JT, the bigger figure.
Oh, we gonna get to him.
Who signed game. He came up, he helped come up with the Black Wall Street, the whole Black Wall Street thing and theme, and he signed game, and I think he recorded Game first album, the album that, you know, that got him to deal with G Unit.
Yeah. Well, technically it got him a deal with Dr. Dre, and then Aftermath was too busy because they signed all them other people like Eve, Raekwon, and Busta Rhymes, so they passed him to G Unit, and then he kind of didn't like that, which was ultimately what led to the friction, because I don't even think they ever really had no real beef. They was just two alphas. But that's too, we getting off on the tangent, because the reason I was gonna bring that up, the economic empowerment, you know, I see that Don Nietzsche clothing behind you. Earlier, I asked you to you sell shoes too, and I asked you to bring a box of shoes on, or bring a pair of shoes on, and to my embarrassment, I'm like, where's the shoes? And it's because this man box is so fucking dope. And you know, I'm gonna date myself. I'm a fucking felon. I can't get no real good job. I don't got a lot of dough, so I ain't had too many nice shoes like that. So I played the shit out myself. But can we see them jumps? The shoes themselves, them shits is dope as shit.
I want you to see everything. Look how this motherfucker open, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got the magnets in that motherfucker, right? So look, the box is art itself. You feel what I'm saying?
It is.
And like, this ain't the regular box. Like, see that bitch snap and close. It got magnets in that bitch. You know what I'm saying?
So if you put the hammer in it and somebody try to open it while you asleep, you gonna hear him opening the box.
You gonna know it, man. You gonna know it. You know what I'm saying? We pride ourselves on quality. These are handmade in Italy. This is suede and leather. You understand what I'm saying? If you want to feel like you walking on air, dig what I'm saying? This it right here.
Can I see the bottom?
Right here. You know what I mean?
Can I see the bottom? What the tread look like? No, yeah. The bottom.
Like
you
want to see the bottom.
Yeah, like the tread, like what you walk on.
All right. Motherfucker. Bottom of the motherfucker, bro. So comfortable. The motherfucker, I've been stepping in the motherfuckers earlier today on the what you call it. But
they do like that.
So comfortable.
Do like that. I still ain't see the tread.
Oh no, what I'm saying is, I said, you said, and I said, bottom is so comfortable.
Okay, so you know, I can say that I was curious because you know, a lot of times when people make fancy shoes, they make little skinny tread, then you wear holes in them bitches after like a month, and you got, I see you got it, man. That's a quality shoe all the way around. Salute,
Oh,
bro.
nah, this good quality shit right here, bro. This good quality shit. You know what I mean?
Most definitely. Hey, for anybody that's on the audio pod, he's holding up shoes he's selling under his brand, his name. They're white and blue. Don Nietzsche, the white and blue. It's a blue toe. You can tell that it's a super high quality of leather. It's a deep tread, so it won't wear out after a long time. Anybody listening to the audio pod, I'll have links in the description of where you can purchase them. And anybody who sees this on Dirty Glove Bastard, I'll have a link where you can purchase them as well. Is the clothing and the shoes in the same e-shop?
Nah, see what it is. I wanted how I'm building it. Not the shoes. They're up on they got the website. You can go order the shoes off the link, but the clothes you have to contact me and my team at Don Nietzsche, and we specifically ship orders out detailed to your size and however you want them. Blase. So I wanted to make it more of a experience of customization and just making it more how could I say,
high couture boutique.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And making it just more so it's hard to, like, I know you hollered at them boys to get that Don Nietzsche you got on.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, I got you.
More so like that.
Yeah, I got you. So like if they're around people that know, if they know, they know. You know what I mean?
Right. If you know, you know. Where I can get the shirts and shit, oh boy, I gotta holler at T-Dawg and them, hit Don Nietzsche and them up. You know what I'm saying? Get in that DM or whatever, however, hit one of the numbers. You know what I'm saying? And we'll get your order right to you. The shoes we ship worldwide, anywhere in the US and Europe, is free shipping.
And that's one hustle. Then you're the founder of Little Room Records, which is, I mean, it looks pretty viable. How's that moving? I mean, I see you got like 6 artists. None of them are complaining. And I ain't gonna lie, I did some research because I like to see how viable independent record companies are. And one way you can do, you can always find out is if you go back 3 or 4 years, you'll find there'll be a bunch of motherfuckers complaining for some janky shit. And
right.
People have nothing but great things to say about doing business with you or the TPC cartel or whatever.
Right. And I like to keep it that way, bro. And I'm glad, boy, you've been doing your research. And I like to see, my thing is, Waldo, like I wanna, like the people that I'm doing business with, I get to know. Right. So like my artists, that's my artists, I already knew them from the hood before I signed them. I already knew them some type of way, you know, that if they was involved, I seen their talent, I seen what they were doing. I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I already had a rapport with them.
Right.
So that weighs in big too, already having a rapport because, you know, they have an understanding of who I am and what I'm doing and what kind of vision I see. And I understand where they see their vision, you know what I'm saying? And where they want to be. And so it's just easier to work like that for me. You know what I'm saying? Well, I already have rapport. I know this person about this person, know what I'm about. So it's just like, it's easier to work that way. And we got BMRD, man, Cartel Black. I just signed a young guy from Detroit named MW Maniac. The MW is for Midwest, you know what I'm saying? His name Midwest Maniac, MW Maniac. He from Detroit. He going. You know what I'm saying? We got in the Carolinas, we got People with Boss. You know what I'm saying? Down, also got the Bull Banks. Can't forget about the Bull Banks. So it's just like these guys that signed to my label, you know, we were family before this. You know what I'm saying? We had a rapport before this, before I decided to go all in with the rap thing.
Word. Hey, let me ask you this though, because like clearly you're a man of vision. And when you were younger, you know, there's plenty of people that sit around and talk about what they're gonna do and all that. And then there's people that try to enact their vision, but maybe they're not the most suitable person to do that. But you being somebody who can make things happen and had great ideas, When you were younger, were you ever frustrated with people not recognizing your vision?
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. But that it's also a driving force too for you. You know what I'm saying?
Growth experience, yes, sir.
Yeah, either people not believing in you, it can break you or it can make you. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people project their fears and put them on you, right? What they can't do. They'll tell you can't do something because they can't
do it. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Or they don't know how the fuck you even gonna do something like that. Like I remember I was in jail. It was 2008. It was 2008. I was in jail waiting to go to trial. And I told a nigga then before I even had the official label, I'm like, nigga was telling me, he was like, you ain't gonna never drop an album unless you sign with a label. You know what I'm saying? What? Like, no, nigga, I got my own label. I'm telling this nigga this then. I'm like, nigga, I'm gonna have my own label. I'm gonna sign me. This is a conversation in jail. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nigga, I'm gonna sign me and I'm gonna drop my own album, man. Even I'm saying this, knowing I'm serious, but while I'm saying this, I don't know how the fuck to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling him I'm that adamant about the shit that I'm like, yo, nigga, I'm have my fuck that. I'm gonna drop an album. You telling me I can't unless I do what? So that was a driving force.
Hey, here's the danger zone, bro. This is the only thing I was worried about asking you. Do you mind if I ask what you were charged with? That you got acquitted for?
I got acquitted for this public record. I got acquitted for it was armed robbery, assault and battery with intent to kill, lynching second degree, and murder.
Lynching second degree. That's man. You like Allen Iverson, then, bro. You got charged with a law that was originally made to keep white people from killing black people.
What? That I didn't even nigga. That was crazy. That was crazy.
I'm like, sure.
Second degree, goddamn. You know
that shit probably had you not even think about the murder for a second, like lynching.
What, bro? I'm not bullshitting you. You were 100% correct. I was like, how the fuck? And then once I went and I got in the law book and I read what the second degree lynching was, and I was like, oh, okay.
But I mean, all that shit's just some bullshit. So you got acquitted. So thank God you ain't have to deal with parole and probation.
Yeah, man, I got acquitted, man.
Hey, salute.
I lie, man.
Nope, no doubt. Inshallah. And then so you come. Well, I'm assuming that you come out and start this stuff.
Right.
God, bro, I don't even know which one I want to talk about first because it's so much shit you do that appeals to me. So I guess let's talk about the. Would you, if you have a channel on Roku? And you know, I'm a little unfamiliar with shit like that. Is that considered a TV station or is it just on demand?
It started off as a channel, and then we're integrating into a full-blown our own streaming app. So we got our own app getting made now, integrating everything over.
Well, shit, if y'all ever purchasing content, holla at your boy.
Oh man, definitely.
But
one thing about the relationships is king. That's the key thing in this shit, man. Develop relationships and keep them, you know.
Yep, it's not what you know, it's who you know, and the best availability. I mean, the best ability is availability. Show up.
Goddamn right.
All right, so I don't know. Before we switch, is there anything else pertinent about the TV platform that we should discuss?
The Trap House show on the way. I don't want to talk too much about that, but we shot a web series called Trap House, and we got a whole bunch of other content that we shoot. Also, like I said, me and Brandon Smiley working on for content.
Brandon Smiley, the comedian?
Huh?
Brandon Smiley, the comedian?
Brandon Smiley, the comedian.
Man, if anybody don't know who that is, he is funny.
Yeah, man, that nigga funny as hell. I talk to him basically on the regular, man. Just not even on some business shit, because like me and him, once again, I became his manager because we had a rapport before I took off in this and doing what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Before I started just like focusing on that, we already had a rapport. You know, see what a lot of people don't know is like Ricky and them niggas from the hood, like you know, they righteous from the hood. You know, And I ain't gonna put too much without saying too much. So me and Brandon Smiley already had a rapport before, you know what I'm saying, I started managing him. We already knew each other.
You had established a trustworthy relationship.
Yeah, we were homeboys already.
I can dig it. So then
I'm the one who came to that nigga. I was like, I'm the one who he didn't even know he needed a manager. You know what I'm saying? That's just me believing in him. Once again, like I got the talent for seeing talent as well. You dig what I'm saying? So like, it's just me believing in him, and I hit him up, and I'm like, bro, come here. He like, you real? Came over, had a meeting, and then when we had a meeting, we shot our first skit that day. We had the meeting, and we just been rocking there since. I got him his first big shows. His first big show, I'll never forget. He opened up for Jamie Kennedy in Atlanta Super Bowl weekend. You know.
You think Jamie Kennedy's funny?
Huh?
You think Jamie Kennedy's funny?
Yeah, that nigga was funny, man. I ain't gonna lie. He was funny.
Man, Malibu's Most Wanted is like the most underrated funny movie ever. That shit is hilarious. Man, only thing I didn't like about that shit, when I was doing Fed Time, everybody called me Malibu.
I can see that.
That shit used to blow the shit out of me though, because like I wasn't no rich motherfucker who had
who playing
naughty by nature at my bar mitzvah. Yeah, nah, man. I mean, I grew up poor shit, but yeah, but that's neither here nor there. So you at the jump with Brandon Smiley, Jamie Kennedy, and that's your introduction to comedy. And
it's a few other comedians I can't remember. I remember Joel Byers as well, and that was his first big show, like off by itself, like, and we hit the ground running and just started getting booked for hella shows. You know what I'm saying? He even went on to, after that, his daddy seen him working, put him on his show. You know what I'm saying? He opened up for the late great John Witherspoon. So we've just been right now we focusing on the producing content part of his career. Like, he really want to get into the screenwriting and producing his own content. So that's what we're doing right now. Putting things together on that. Cartel Comedy Show coming soon. You know what I'm saying? Me and Brandon Smiley putting that together.
Yeah, I see on his if y'all go on his Instagram, most of his flyers say Cartel Comedy.
Yeah, that's an ongoing comedy show that we had that it's an actual event, but we're filming it as well.
Got you. So then, according to the Birmingham police, you're this big bad lynching armed robber and murderer who gets acquitted, and then you come out and you do book drives.
Man, I've done book drives. I've done a lot for my community and different communities that I had nothing to do with.
I mean, I think that shows what the real story is.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Like I gotta when you growing up, right, it's so easy to get caught into things that don't make you a bad person. You know what I mean? Like, it's so easy and it's all because of your environment or, how you're living. And sometimes it take that little time for you to sit down. So I don't want to be one of them niggas be like, jail saved my life, but it definitely, gave me time to sit down and think about what the fuck I need to be doing and ways that I need to be doing and ways that I need to be moving and what I don't need to do no more. Or, don't think, and to kind of let my anger, get under control type, So, definitely I hit the ground running, bro. 2009, I came home and I hit the ground running. I immediately started working on building the brand and the label and focusing on my rap career at the time, that was the main primary focus, just music. And then it grew into so much more, man. That was right before the digital releases started booming like that. Like 2009, 2010, like the digital release shit ain't started booming real heavy to like 2013. You know what I'm saying? As far as like Apple Music and Spotify and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't started booming real like 2013, 2014, for real. But niggas was releasing mixtapes. Before that, it was the digital release of the mixtape era where niggas, live mixtape and that Pip and my mixtape and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Spinrilla and shit like that. So I kind of seen, I was like, well, you have to find your niche in any market like that you're in. You know what I'm saying? To be able to corner what you're doing. So I was like, okay, well, what is that gonna be for my label? You know? And I was like, okay, we're gonna focus on digital releases. You know what I'm saying? And I was just, and at that time, I was the only artist. You know what I mean? I had my cousin, but he wasn't officially signed. He wasn't officially signed at the time. So it was just really me. And every now and then when he felt like, you know what I'm saying, come in and put some shit together, but I stayed on the shit. And I just liked seeing the results after every time I dropped the project, you know what I'm saying, just getting booked for shows and things of that nature. And I started getting results. And then I found out, okay, boom, I could have paid, this time, this was when it was real, with digital distribution coming in, niggas was paying for it. So I like paid for my digital release, and I found out how that worked. I was like, well, damn, I can release a whole lot of these, and I seen the money that I made, and it wasn't shit, right? Let me show you this. The money I made off my streams, it wasn't a damn thing, but it was enough for me to see that I can make money.
Got you.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I forgot what the shit was like. It was like $3 and some change or some shit like that, right? I was like, okay. Now versus me, you looking at a person who before this was putting out music and wasn't recouping nothing, pay to go to the studio and do it, and wasn't making nothing off me. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about, a lot of times it's about how you look at shit. So I could have been discouraged and say, $3 and such 25 cents, man, fuck this shit.
Word.
You know, but the hustler part of me wouldn't do that because I just seen I could have made the money. I seen I can make the money. Okay, so how do I make them? How do I run that up and make more of it? You know,
yes, sir.
And that just got me into looking into other things on how much what an artist supposed. Because at this time I don't even know how publishing work or none of this shit. Now, I'm winging everything, really, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, I'm kind of winging the shit. But my grandmother raised me to read, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's always been my thing: read and acquire knowledge.
You grew up with your grandmother?
Huh?
You grew up with your grandmother?
Yeah, most of the time I did. My grandma was in my life, man.
Me too. And I was hella encouraged to read. That's I can totally relate to that.
Like we was staying in the projects, but even when we moved out the projects, because at some point we moved out the projects. Even when we moved out the projects, anywhere we went, my grandma always made sure that it was abundance of books for me growing up. That she had abundance of books for me to read, and used to make sure that I read the books and stuff. And even back then, I was telling her then, no, this is crazy. I would tell her back then I wanted to be a rapper or a singer or entertainer, some type of. I was telling her this back then, you know. And I miss that lady, man, because it was so crazy. Just kind of veering off, but that lady paid. She was one of the people who paid for me to go. Not pay for me to go, but while I was in New York, she paid money for me to do studio time and shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
she knew I was up there. She knew I was up there doing some shit I ain't had no business doing. And she be like, you know, she know if I'm in the studio, well, at least I'm not, in her mind, I'm not getting in trouble or doing that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So she sent me money up there to record and everything. No, it's just crazy. But I
shout out grandma.
But being raised by her and getting in the books and knowing I need to acquire knowledge and gain knowledge, as I'm going along winging this shit, I always went back to those teachings. The knowledge out there, I just gotta go look for it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I move. And I found out about the publishing, how, you know, mechanical licensing, and, you know, and all these things, and how that shit working. I was like, I ain't got no publishing. You know what I'm saying?
But you can understand, but I ain't trying to interrupt you, but you can understand what you're reading. Like even getting them shoes made, you know, I've seen people trying to go through that process, and it's so much paperwork. And we got to educate our children to read, because these schools ain't teaching our kids how to read business contracts.
No, not really. The school teaching niggas how to be a worker.
Yeah.
Yeah, they teach you either you're gonna go to school to get out and work, or either you're gonna go to school and then work. But they really, it all boils down to me is teaching you the structure of working for somebody else.
Or even if you go to college and get a balling ass job, you're gonna be working to pay back your loans.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You still working.
Yeah.
They're not saying, they're not teaching the children, okay, you can be an owner. You know what I'm saying? You can, and that's what I teach. I teach my children that on the regular. You know, to my kids, that shit on the regular. Like, you can be an owner, you can own, like you can own this. If you want to do something, anything they want to do, unless it's something that, you know, even I don't give a fuck if they came and said it was a doctor, they wanted to be a doctor. Okay, you gotta go to school to get you to do what you need to do to be a doctor. But when you get done, you need to own your own doctor's office. Don't go work at the hospital. That's me. That's me. That's how I am with my children. You know what I'm saying? And my daughter, my wife, they have a lip gloss company called Styles by Tasha. So my daughter is manufacturing lip gloss that's shooting out of here like rapid fire. You know
how old is she?
My daughter?
Yeah.
How old is my daughter? My daughter ain't nothing but 11 years old, bro.
11 years old, manufacturing lip gloss. Man, and I'm not being facetious. That's what's up, brother. I love hearing shit like that.
Yeah, bro. And it's just amazing. To,
yeah.
To
I mean, it's regular. It's regular too, though.
Say it again, bro.
It's regular too, though. The only reason it's amazing is because they condition us to think that we can't do that. To your point about what we're taught at school.
That's what I'm saying. That's amazing to know that. Like even me growing up, I'm so glad. I'm not gonna say I was bad. I'm kind of glad I was rebellious because that gave me the spirit to want to be different. Like even growing up, when I was around my mom was trying to say, you know, go to school and work, basically. And she can't help that because we've been conditioned and learned that. We've been taught that you go to school, you work. But that, you know what I'm saying, we're not teaching back again saying that, listen, you need to be an owner. You need to be focusing on owning. Like, nigga, I was doing, like when I was coming up, nigga, bro, I finessed, it was a nigga, I walked out my great grandma's house one day. I was broke. Nigga, this is me, early teens, not even teens, bro. Like I was 11 or 12, somewhere, some shit like that. 10, 11, 12, somewhere up in there. Walk outside, I see my neighbor cutting grass one day. And then I see he get his money and he stopped. And these folk grass need to be cut, the whole block need to be cut. Man, I went in, I didn't even have a lawnmower. Went to my neighbor, got her lawnmower. She let me use her lawnmower. I went and cut up the whole block. You understand what I'm saying? What I'm saying is a nigga always been a hustler. I always been a hustler and wanted to make my own money and work for myself. You understand me? Even coming up, like, without getting too deep into other things, I always made my own money. That was part of me learning, you know what I'm saying? Like I got to be able to fin and go do this or hustle or make it come out of the air, out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, that's what a hustler do. A hustler know how to go get that money, know how to go get that bag, and that really bring me to the mentality where I'm at now. And I'm pushing that same owner, and it's really an ownership mentality. I push that, you know what I'm saying, on my kids. And it really shows the difference. You know what I'm saying? So like my kids ain't had to go through, I had to go through of relearning. They're learning. Right. I'm teaching them that as they go. See me, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of other people, we have to relearn. You know what I'm saying? We have to relearn because we are already conditioned to think a certain way or be a certain way.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, I done seen dudes that just even going, talking about the police. I done seen dudes who never had no charges or nothing, you know, work a good job and all that. I'm in the car with them and they see the police and they clench up.
Yeah. And
they living a perfectly good life. You see what I'm saying? So it's like in so many ways we've been conditioned to think a certain way and be a certain way. It's just whack, shit crazy, but you know.
But I mean, it ain't whack when we got people like you improving the situation. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask you. I got a couple more. Well, they might not be music related questions. you were born in Sumter. Do you go back to Sumter?
Man, I'm tired. They booked me. They booked me a lot there in the Carolinas, man. You know what I'm saying? And I got family ties. My youngest son, he still stays in South Carolina.
So do you know Just Rich Gates?
Yeah, I know Just Rich Gates. I met him way before he became Just Rich Gates.
Okay, shit. You got Just Rich Gates stories? That's a humongous friend to the show. That's my man.
I think he was he originally from 15 South, about 15 South in Sumter, South Carolina. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I know he in Merck. I think he in Sumter, but he called it Merck City.
Yeah, they call it Merck City. Yeah.
Yeah, they got a whole little movement out there now. Slime said a couple of his artists are starting to get like 6-figure, 7-figure video views.
I salute that nigga. I salute Just Rich Gates because he been grinding for a long time. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I salute him.
Shit, he was in Brick Squad with Nicki Minaj.
Look, I'm a real street dude, bro. So like a lot of times I was in places with niggas like this. Is what I'm saying. Like I'm one of those guys, you know what I'm saying, who you gonna have some people that say some stellar things about me. And if he said, if he say some bullshit about me, then I probably did something to them or they people, you know what I'm saying, or some shit like that. Or they just hate.
I know about it. Yeah, I know about it.
But with Just Rich Gates, I remember we met on a few different occasions, you know what I'm saying, in something. And he used to always say, he'd be like, well, you know what I'm saying, I'm a real street dude. He'd be like, hey, don't act like you don't know me when this shit blow. You know what I'm saying? And at this time, I was doing music even then, but I used to go in the studio on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I just used to go because I wanted to record and do music, but I was on some other shit, you know? Right. So when I used to see niggas, it right? Like, but he fucked with my dog Ron. He was fucking with my dog Ron G at the time. Out of Merck City, another Merck City artist that's hot. Been pushing the line for a while. But yeah, I fuck with Just Rich Gates. Here's my thing. I fuck with whoever doing their thing, bro, and they ain't never did nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? Especially any brother. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? But for him, it's kind of personal, like I said, because we met on different occasions in Sumter, South Carolina, and I was fucking with him before he, you know what I'm saying, went on to the Brit Squad, Monopoly, and all that. He had a long history. He fucked with Dirt Gang, and you know what I'm saying? Like, bro. So I was already, kind of I could have seen him through the nigga determination he was gonna be, you know what I'm saying, somebody. Cause he was determined then, he was working in.
Did y'all ever do a song together?
Nah, we ain't never do no song together, cause
man, maybe I can make that happen. That'd be dope.
Nah, we can put that shit together, man. It's all love. We can put that motherfucker together, man.
Well, shit, let's see what happens. So tell me, how'd you meet JT the Bigger Figure? Cause I don't know if you said this during the show or before when we was talking, but you kind of said it like I might not know who he was, but like I'm hella hip to JT the Bigger Figure before the game.
Right. Look, nah, I was just saying, like, for not that you don't know because you on your shit, but we got viewers and listeners. I said that so they can know.
Gotcha. Oh no, I wasn't offended or nothing. And then like hopefully I like to think that I look a lot younger than I am. I'm like 43, bro. So I remember buying JT. I might, if I dug back there, I might got a JT the Bigger Figure cassette.
Oh man, that's dope. But I tapped in with him. It was we first tapped in like 2013, 2014. The thing with Fig when I first met him, it was like this was one of the moves. Like I was already, see, that's what I'm saying. Like I was once again just researching niggas and you know what I'm saying, and just being on who did. And I remember at this point in time he was building up trap flicks. And he was with Snoop and them before they fell out. He was with Snoop and Dame Dash before they fell out. You understand what I'm saying? So at this time, he was building trap flicks, I think. and he had moved to Atlanta. And one of his hustles is, you know what I'm saying, he do hood movies, so he'll pull up. Niggas will pay him to pull up and shoot the hood movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, so at the time I was writing my first movie, right? And I reached out to him. I think it was on Facebook. I was like, damn, how the fuck? And that's the crazy thing. I got a hella famous Facebook friends, and I like this crazy. But anyway, I was like, how the fuck me and him Facebook friends? You know what I'm saying? I'm watching this nigga online, and then we wind up being like Facebook friends and some shit like that. Anyway, I reached out to him in the messenger, told him what I had going on, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, you know what I'm saying, Birmingham, Alabama, woo, 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 because he was on his way through here. You know what I'm saying? He stopped, and he was like, he was about to stop through here, and that made him stop. Gonna stop through Birmingham. He was on his way through Alabama. And me reaching out to him made him go and post up in Birmingham, because we supposed to have a meeting the next day. So, you know, so I had them anyway, long story, not say long story short, but we had the next day it's time for the meeting. And I told my partner the bull base the next day, I'm like, bitch, I got a meeting, you niggas such tomorrow. He's like, fuck you got a meeting? I was like, I reached out to him. So anyway, I'm still late for the meeting, bro. So he got mad, bro got mad anyway. But I'm such, you know, the hotel he was staying at was over there by my projects, Avondale Projects. You know what I'm saying? In Birmingham, Alabama. It's off airport, you know what I'm saying? And he was staying at the Holiday Inn off the airport, by the airport. And so he wasn't answering the phone no more. He was mad. I missed the meeting. You know what I'm saying? I ain't come to time to come. So one of my peoples had worked up there. So I had them tell me what his room number and shit was. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't answering no more. So I was like, yo, tell me. And then I was like, well, call up there and tell him that T-Dawg down here then, you know what I'm saying? And you know, do he want me to come up there or what? You know what I'm saying? And so he called, he was like, my people was like, well, what's his name? I was like, his name, Joseph, you know, Joseph Tom. So you look him up, look at, oh, he in such room, called him up there. He was like, well, T-Dawg down here waiting on you, say y'all saw you having a meeting, woo woo. And so then he knew what kind of guy I was. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, them folks don't, you know what I'm saying? It was just the fact that I knew about 3-4 people that were working in the hotel knew me, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he was trying to do some, you know, that industry shit. You know what niggas do, like, oh, he ain't come on time, finna skip out, you know. But he seen I wasn't that type, you know what I'm saying? I was determined and I was connected, you know what I'm saying, type shit. You can't hide. I know a room on you and I come up there. Word. If you need me to. You gonna take that meeting today.
Hey, you know persistence overcomes resistance.
Yeah, nigga, I left from what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing some shit at the time, you know. So I leave my spot. We doing, man, my partner go up there, and, you know. Anyway, he finally came down. First, he sent white boy down. Shout out to we call him white boy, you know what I'm saying? But y'all probably know him as the hip hop cop, Red Black. He in a lot of his hood movies or whatever. So he sent him down, Red Black. And we chopped it up, and then I guess he sent him down to check out the scene, make sure everything was cool. Then he finally came down, and then we started chopping up there. You know, all the weed. I was like, man, the weed on me, blase. And we just, you know, went to vibe, and then he seen what kind of dude I genuinely was, and we just locked in from right there. And that was the building of our relationship. And then in the meeting, I was telling him about the movie. And he was like, yo, T-Dawg, by the time you through with that movie script, I'm gonna have 3-4 movies done. Why the fuck you doing that? And that's when he showed me the whole game on how he on the hood movie shit, how he filmed the hood movie fast paced and getting the projects done and shit like that. And that's who he just became a mentor on me on so many levels. You know what I'm saying? Of preparing me to run my own shit. You know what I'm saying? I was still running my own shit at the time. You get what I'm saying? But he leveled me up on the game. You know what I'm saying? On knowing shit. You know, and a lot of people don't like to give him his props, but you know, without him, it wouldn't be no Master P and a lot of guys. You know what I'm saying? But Master P, first and foremost, you know what I'm saying? Because he gave P the game, the independent game. You know, and that's what P came down south with, the independent game.
Yeah. JT bringing them CDs to or maybe even tapes to P's record store over there. I think it was in Vallejo, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, in Vallejo, boy, you want it. And you know,
JT, the bigger figure, is probably the most underrated independent businessman in the history of rap music, to be real with you.
Yeah, he the reason why niggas saying no 360 deals. He started that. So
Yeah.
you know.
Are you still in touch with him?
As of lately, you know, he just got back from Africa, but you know, here and there. But you know, we ain't been talking as much lately, you know, but we still tied in.
Did he have anything to do with oh my bad,
go ahead. He went over there to Africa and stayed over there for about 2 years. He been over there about 2 years. He did not get back over here like the other day.
What was he doing over there?
Building shit.
Yeah, they say it's a lot of money in Africa.
Yeah. Africa's the only place you could build a Fortune 500 business in 5 years.
I mean, I see Akon turning up over that motherfucker.
Yeah, now that nigga over there, Akon building some shit.
Yeah.
That motherfucker building. Not to take nothing away from my dog JT, he gave them folks a water well and, you know, bathrooms in a school. But, you know, yeah, Akon next leveling.
Shit, I love all that shit. So
yeah, I do too, man. I feed off of it. Also, one thing about Fig, man, and a lot of people, you know, a lot of people be saying he grimy or whatever they experience may be with him. You know what I'm saying? I've watched personally that man give back everywhere he go do business at.
I heard one person say something bad about him publicly, and I've heard 10,000 people say wonderful things about him privately.
That's how it be. It's gonna be like that, you know. And
then that one person also seemed to have had issues with people everywhere he went. So, you know, if you're constantly having problems, you're probably the problem.
Oh, hallelujah.
Yeah. So tell me about was JT involved in your Heart of the Streets movie?
Yeah, he's in it. I was filming that before he came. No. I was writing the movie and I started filming that after he came. He gave me the hood movie game when he was like, make the hood. I came up with the name and shit and I started filming then. And yeah, he's in it. He had something to do with it as far as, you know what I'm saying, as far as being in it and giving me, you know, game. Other than that, I directed and edited and acted in myself, did the soundtrack, did the score. You know what I'm saying?
Are you happy with it?
Huh?
Are you happy with it? Because, you know, usually cats like you are never happy with what they do and they always want to make the next one better.
People like it, but I didn't like it. But see, that's another thing. He told me, he said, bro, he said, I don't care if you don't like it. Just put the first one out. You get better as you go. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, that's type mentality. We get hung up sometimes on, you know, what other people think and shit like that. But if you really harming your craft and you're working on your craft, you're going to get better anyway. You know, you can go back, you know what I'm saying? You can go back to some of the first Samuel L. Jackson movies, you know what I'm saying? And you can see he was a good actor, but he's a better one now. You get what I'm saying?
Word.
You know, he was a good actor then, but he's better now. So you get better with time. And I put it out, and my hood loved it because I did it in my city. I did it for my city. You know, I filmed it all over the city. Like, at this time when I was filming this, the west side didn't fuck with the east side and things of that nature in my city. So I was going on from side to side filming and connecting people who really wouldn't been on the same movie together.
Right.
You know, essentially. So it was about me bringing unity and also doing something for the city and putting that project out. So when I put it out, it did well, and I treated it like it did well for me. I made a lot of independent money off of the independent sale. You know,
that's what's up, brother.
So you know, and that was before it hit YouTube. I put it on YouTube after, you know, we ran through thousands of, at the time, DVDs were still going.
Right.
So we sold thousands of those. Then I put it on YouTube just to, you know, just to put it out there. You know.
Man,
and,
I ain't gonna say who because I don't want to make them no target because they still live in New York City in a rougher area. But somebody who put a hood movie out about 10 years ago found out that I think it's called Region 3, but it's DVDs that can only play in Africa. And they re-released the movie as a DVD in Africa and sold like 250,000 copies in the last year.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but again, I ain't gonna say who because they ain't moved yet. But they're shopping for a crib in Jersey as we speak, literally.
Yeah, but see, I'm gonna re-release that motherfucker. I got right now. I'm on in talks with SCK Media. They got a website and it's something like World Star Hip Hop, where you know they pay you to put for your content to get put on there based off of the performance. So I'm gonna probably do some re-uploads with them. You know what I'm saying? We got some videos that we uploaded with them, and we got some movies that I'm do upload with them as well.
Hey, not saying that's a bad idea because I don't know nothing about them, but I ain't never won the hold back game. There's this thing called Distribber, DISTRIBBER.com. And if you pay them about 7,000, as long as your shit shot well, and I'm sure you don't got no ghosting or nothing, that they can get put on Netflix or Amazon or Google Play. You get put on all that shit for the fee, right?
Yeah.
And then they gotta it come. What happened?
No, I say I know what you're saying. I heard about Distribber too, because they like the other company Quiver.
But like they do SEO, and like the movie I was involved with, I got an NDA, so I can't say too much. But the movie I was involved with, at first, Homeboy just wanted it on Netflix and Amazon for free. But then they was like, nah, man, put it on Amazon and charge, put it on Apple and charge, don't put it on Netflix at first. And Homeboy got 5 figures in the first month. And then they waited till it tapered down to under I think under 1,000. Then they put it on all the free shit. So then he started getting streaming revenue because people was watching it for free.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, just if you're ever interested, look up distribber.com. I don't know if that worked for you, but I have seen it work.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about, bro.
A lot of people ain't hip to that, man. I see people make these top flight ass documentaries, put them shits on YouTube, and man, them shits could have had a run. You know what I mean?
But see, that's also what we doing. We aggregating stuff like those good ass content shit like that over to the, you know, doing deals and aggregating that over to our app as well. You know what I'm saying? But
right. See, my mouth ain't no prayer book. I don't know everything because like building your building your app up might be much more beneficial to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm learning every day, just like shit. See, I need to start learning more about them apps. You should. This is gonna be the wackest segue ever. I guess I need more energy because stay up and read about them. Tell me about your Crunk Energy endorsement.
Oh man, I did that. That was a while back. I still have a relationship over there with Balls and them. But I did the Crunk Energy. I had a brand ambassador deal with them when they first came back.
That's that Lil Jon shit that used to be on Hot Topic.
Yeah, it used to be Lil Jon shit until what happened was he had a lawsuit and he sold his portion of it, and he sold it to a company called a dude called Ball Sabi, and they just rebranded it because it used to be Crunk Juice, so they rebranded it to Crunk Energy. Gotcha. And once they did that, like me always being the innovator, you know, thinking outside, I'm like, man, they need somebody to help that brand get back out there. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's really thinking about that. And so I reached out to them and told them I wanted to be the brand ambassador. And we started working on it via email and phone calls. And then once we got everything situated, I started like I was getting that shit by the loads, bro. Trucks pulled up front of how we were getting it by the loads. And what I started doing was I had, you know, once again, just me having already relationships that has nothing to do with entertainment. I knew a guy who owned like 45 gas stations in the city. So, you know, I went to him You understand what I'm saying? Like, yo, you need to get this crunk, this need to be, this energy drink need to be in. I can get it to you for this deal, and I, you know what I'm saying, whoop whoop. Even if I gotta come deliver it and drop it all, blase, 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 you know. And we did it. You know what I'm saying? We did it. He was like, yes, you know, T-Dawg got blase, blase, you know, you good with me. And so that right there set off the chain reaction to get it in 45 stores just in Birmingham, Alabama.
Bro, you like a Hall of Famer. How many brand ambassadors get their brand in 45 stores? How long had you been doing it at that time?
At that time, now we was in the first 4 or 5 months. Like before, I thought I've been new to God, but like I didn't. It took me, you know, in the first 5 or 6 months, I was thinking of ways that I can, you know what I'm saying, increase my value and be an asset to the Crunk Energy brand and company. You know, while I'm over there, taking them, you know, trying to take full advantage and to be able to do that, I knew I had to do something that was that would amaze them. You know,
damn, bro, you was like a rookie that made the first All NBA team that year.
Man, what you say, bro? I had a Crunk Energy tour, bro. I went on a Crunk Energy promo tour. I had Crunk Energy parties. Nigga, I was at interviews with the Crunk Energy loading up. I pulled up. And see, one thing about my brand is I know, hold on one second, bro. Fuck.
It's all good, man. Shit.
Hold on one second. We good. We good. And one thing I know is that with these brands, I go to places where I can blow your brand up with some, you know, where the average brand ambassador can't go. You know what I'm saying? So my key thing is I know my people and I know the brand of my people. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go in the projects, in the hoods, and I'm gonna get this shit out for free. I got thousands of cases of this shit. I need to get people on this shit. This is just one of the strategies, you know, for anybody listening want to know and take some of my strategy, listen to the game. This is just one of the strategies. I know my people like free shit. Just being it, that's what it is. Anybody like free shit, not just my people, anybody. You can give anybody love free shit. So I'm just knowing, boom, and I'm going in the hood to where there is a lot of money in the hood that time, you know what I'm saying? The people that I know, you know. Yeah. So I'm going to these guys who I know gonna talk and who gonna see thousands of people that day. I'm loading them up. You know what I'm saying? The hood stores, you know what I'm saying, that's in my hood, I loaded them up. You know what I'm saying? And I was just, you know, going and giving it out for free, and then I increased their sales, increased their numbers, and then I started seeing residual, you know, I started seeing performance checks. And that was even motivation that, you know, I was like, whoa, okay, that's what we doing.
Shit, that's what's up. Hey, I forgot one thing about the content app. How does one go? See, I know about how to get shit on Netflix. How does one go about getting some on Roku?
Anybody, I'm finna give everybody free game right now. I don't know if they're still doing it. They might still be doing it. But I know at the time, Roku was giving out free channels to content creators at the time. And I just was quick to be on top of it. And I think they still have a channel program, you know, some type way that you can get your channel on there now. There ain't much to go through it. And I advise anybody who creating content to do it.
Hell yeah. I mean, shit, they just added Epic, Showtime, I don't know about Cinemax. I know BT, but they added more shit to Roku, so more people are going to be using Roku.
Yeah, and also at the time, I was like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, at the time, it was like 2017, 18, something like that, when we started pushing that. So when we started making that, so it was like, they had like 22 million something subscribers. So I'm like, okay, we get a channel with them, we guarantee, you know what I'm saying? That they already had a subscriber base. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A fan base. So just thinking like that. And I advise anybody who's a content creator to, you know, go look into that. This free game. I love giving that out.
Shit, I heard that. Me too. Because I mean, I feel like it's enough for everybody. And the more you try to hold shit back, I don't know. I only got no deep way to put it, but I never thought of that it benefited to keep secrets from motherfuckers. Like, you remember how like back in the day, you know, the one spot what in Birmingham that the people in your neighborhood ain't know they had like some cool clothes or hats or some shit. And then you were, maybe not you personally, but other people want you on mute too. And other people won't want to be like where they got that shit from. I tell a motherfucker in a minute where I got shit from. You on mute?
Listen, man. People, that's the problem right now, right? It's like the thing about the game is people really just safeguard the information, right? So like, now going back to knowledge being key, you know what I'm saying? People just be safeguard information, and which just make things harder, right?
Word.
But at the end of the day, you know, you can go to school and it can take you 4 years, right? That you can sit down, that 4 years it took you to learn something, you can tell me that in an hour or 30 minutes or something by sitting down, cutting through all the red tape and just give me something right then that make me go past, you know what I'm saying? Don't have to go through the red tape.
Word.
So knowledge is king, because that person went to school 4 years to learn that one piece of knowledge, but he gave it to me in 10, 20 minutes.
And then you know what I used to like, man? I used to feel like if you give people good information, observe who acts on it, and then that's the person you know that you need to fuck with.
If you give niggas the game, you know, and then this has been my thing. Even I done gave niggas game that they use. You know what I'm saying? I done help niggas on game that they didn't use. My thing is, if I give you the game, that's what make me mad if you don't use it. You know, or if I know you try to use it, and then, you know, if we had some situation going on, you try to X me out.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, but that don't, once again, things don't discourage me, you know.
Yeah, me
Going
neither.
back to what I said earlier about how easily it is to be discouraged about doing something, you know. Failure can make anybody be discouraged.
Every success is 10,000 mistakes. Yeah, but yeah, man, I done held you up for a long ass time, bro. My bad.
No, we good, bro. We chopping this shit up, man. Actually, bro, this is one of the most comfortablest. I don't know if it's just because I'm in my house or whatever. This is one of the most comfortablest interviews, bro.
I told you I was real regular, but what was? I mean, on that note, well, shit, I ran out of questions and all that and everything. We can definitely do another episode, but I was curious as to, you know, I'll always do the obligatory where people can find you. But, you know, since you got like 2,736 hustles, what can we be expecting for the rest of the year?
August the 6th, Megalodon album dropping worldwide. You understand what I'm saying? Got a lot of production on there from Bobby Spivey. It's my guy. Charleston, South Carolina, producer, up and coming. He gonna be the next hit. And I'm definitely on. We got the album, my album, Megalodon. Don't forget that. Say the date, August the 6th. Megalodon album dropping worldwide. And after that, we doing Midwest Maniac. His EP drop October the 26th. You know what I'm saying? So we got a new single coming out from BMRD, man. In the next few weeks, and some new visuals as well. So, you know, we got movies, clothes, you know, series, web series, you know what I'm saying? Music.
Comedy, news, shoes.
Yeah, the news. We got the Cartel News Syndicate. We doing all media news and publishing.
Cartel Cuties.
Cartel Cuties. We got the model you need your model book through me. Cartel Cuties. We got them on deck. We got, man, it's a litany of things, a myriad of things. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, when you ask me what could you expect from me, my real answer is the unexpected.
I heard that.
You understand what I'm saying? Whatever that could be unexpected, you can expect that.
You might not even know it yet, huh, man?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I can dig it. Hey, bro, stay on real quick after I hit record. But thanks.
Look me up on IG, Instagram, T-Dawg Da Don, TDAWGDADON. On all social media platforms, T-Dawg Da Don, TDAWGDADON. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it crack.
Just like on his screen, just put it together as one word with an @ symbol, and I'll have links in all the audio podcasts. All right, bro. Thanks for your time, man. I appreciate it.
At the gate.
All right, Super Facts Show, T-Dawg Da Don, Mark Waldo War, Super Facts Network. Y'all have a beautiful night.